Now let's have a look at different scheduling algorithms for real-time operating systems. We will first talk about priority-based scheduling. In an operating system, we earlier discussed that it's possible to have a process that's heavily CPU bound, so it has very long CPU bursts. Therefore, it could cause starvation of the other processes. Especially when we look at real-time operating systems, that's something we cannot tolerate. So there should be a means of uh, preempting a process that's in the CPU in favor of some other process, typically one that has higher priority. So definitely we need preemption in real-time scheduling. But this would only guarantee soft real-time operations. In hard real-time systems, we typically have processes that are occurring in a given period. Therefore, we talk about periodic processes. Note that I'm not saying there are no aperiodic processes. In a hard real-time system, you will have both periodic and aperiodic processes. But for the moment, let's just focus on periodic processes. So a periodic process, as its name suggests, occurs in a given period. Therefore, with each process, now we have a different characteristic, which is the period of that process. An example of a periodic process, for example, could be a process that reads some measurement from some hardware device and then takes an action based on that. For example, if you're talking about a reactor, for example, you could be taking measurements like the uh, the temperature of the reaction chamber, the pressure in the reaction chamber, or some other properties. Like if you're talking about a chemical reaction, then we could be looking at, say, the acidity or the electric potential, whatever, different properties. Now, there would be processes that are taking these measurements every second or every 100 milliseconds, whatever, in a given period. And if that property exceeds or drops below some specific threshold, then you need to take some actions, like, for example, stopping the chemical reaction there, so that you don't have a leak out of the reaction chamber. So with each process, now we're going to talk about some period P of that process, and the time it takes for that process to complete. For example, trying to read the measurement and looking at the measurement, deciding on what to do and executing that decision. That would be the processing time T of that process. And also there would be a deadline. That means this process occurs every p, say, milliseconds, and it takes t milliseconds to execute. But of course, the CPU could be busy with other processes, so the execution of this process could be delayed, but it should be completed before the deadline D. So with every process, we also now have a deadline. So you could postpone the processing of this process as long as it is completed within the deadline. There is no benefit of doing this earlier. Okay, so if necessary, there's no problem in delaying it. Doing it much before the deadline is not a bonus for us. Therefore, actually, I know that the process should be completed before the deadline, and if deadline is D and it takes t milliseconds to execute it, I could, for example, postpone this process at most by D minus t. That would be the maximum amount of time I could be postponing this process. So there is a relation as that execution time is, of course, uh, a positive value, so it's greater than 0, and it should be less than the deadline. If not, if the process itself takes longer than the deadline, then of course there is no feasible solution. Either you should modify the system to have longer deadlines, or modify your code so that it can execute faster. But there's nothing you can do otherwise. And that deadline should not exceed the period. Because again, if it exceeds the period, then the next occurrence of the process would overlap with the previous period, and this way it would cause eventually missing the deadline. That's something we cannot tolerate. So we talk about the rate of a process, and the rate of the process is one half of that process execution time.